quality in Delhi is again in the severe zone. Schools are shut, flights are disrupted, and citizens have been told to stay indoors. Heavy fog and cold winds have gripped the Delhi-NCR region this morning as well. And viewers, on your screen you can see this is what Delhi is waking up to. Dangerously low visibility across several parts. Commuters, as a result, are facing difficulties as the dense fog continues to blanket roads and highways. And of course, air quality remains a major concern. If you look at the readings that we are getting this morning, it paints a worrying picture for us. Several monitoring stations have reported alarming AQI levels. ITO here recorded an AQI of 425. Anand Vihar and Vivek Vihar both reported 420. Puram stood at 403, Mundka at 412. So essentially all of these areas are in the severe category, which is above 400. Now talking about the NCR region, Noida Sector 125 also recorded an AQI of 414. Severe category again, and Gurgaon Sector-51 recorded 364 AQI, which is in the very poor category. Now, given the numbers we're getting and also the situation with regards to fog, Delhi Airport has now issued a passenger advisory which claims that all flights operations are functioning normally, but it has advised passengers to stay in touch with their respective airlines for the latest flight updates. So essentially, if you do have a flight to board today from the Delhi airport, do check in with your airlines. Now, the advisory also says that low visibility procedures are still in progress at the Delhi airport. Meanwhile, health experts are warning that such pollution levels can affect even healthy individuals and pose serious risk to people who already have respiratory or cardiac conditions. And therefore, residents have been advised to limit their outdoor activities and take necessary precautions at this moment. And viewers, as a part of the No PUC, No Fuel enforcement drive, the Delhi Transport Department has now denied fuel to nearly 2,800 vehicles without valid pollution under control certificates on the very first day of this initiative. According to officials, this action in fact was taken between 6 a.m. on Thursday and 6 a.m. on Friday. So we have a data for about 24 hours. And this took place across petrol pumps in the national capital. Now, here the Transport Department has deployed 3 enforcement teams who are working jointly with Delhi Police personnel to carry out checks at important locations and ensure that strict compliance is taken care of with emission norms. Now, officials say that vehicles found without valid PUC certificates were not allowed to refuel, as the drive here aims to curb vehicular pollution in the city. Remember, it also happens to be a major factor for the kind of situation we are now witnessing in Delhi-NCR. So the department says that enforcement will continue in the coming days as part of the initiative to improve the air quality in Delhi.
दिल्ली के प्रदूषण में लोगों का सांस लेना मुश्किल है और उसके साथ ही साथ दिल्ली में आज डेंस फॉग भी छाया हुआ है। मैं आपको तस्वीरें जो दिखा रही हूँ वो अक्षरधाम से दिखा रही हूँ। यहाँ से देखिए तस्वीरों में आपको बिल्कुल भी कुछ भी नज़र नहीं आएगा। कारण ये है कि आज डेंस फॉग है और इसकी वजह से लोगों का सड़कों पर निकलना मुश्किल है। मैं आपको अक्षरधाम फ्लाईओवर से नीचे सड़क का अगर हाल दिखाती हूँ, यहाँ पर देखिए NH24 का हाल। लोगों को कितना स्लो चलना पड़ रहा है इस सड़क पे। लोग गाड़ियाँ जो हैं वो कैसे धीरे धीरे चल रही हैं। इसका कारण ये है कि फॉग जो है बहुत ज़्यादा है आज, इसकी वजह से लोगों को बहुत धीरे धीरे निकलना पड़ रहा है और यही जो फॉग है ये दुर्घटना का कारण भी बन सकता है। इसीलिए लगातार मौसम विभाग की तरफ से भी अलर्ट पहले ही जारी किया गया था और बार बार कहा जा रहा है कि जहां तक हो सके स्लो चले इस वक्त, क्योंकि फॉग की वजह से सड़कों पर दुर्घटनाएं जो हैं वो भी बढ़ जाती हैं। तो अगर मैं आपको दूसरी तरफ अगर तस्वीर दिखाऊं अक्षरधाम की, उधर भी आप देखेंगे तो अक्षरधाम बिल्कुल भी आपको नज़र नहीं आएगा। यही कारण है डेंस फॉग का। अगर आज के मैं एयर क्वालिटी इंडेक्स की बात करती हूँ तो आज का जो एयर क्वालिटी इंडेक्स है वो 380 दर्ज किया गया, जो कि वेरी पुअर कैटेगरी में आता है। तो लगातार दिल्ली का एयर क्वालिटी इंडेक्स जो है वो वेरी पुअर कैटेगरी में बना हुआ है। और अगर मैं दिल्ली के तमाम इलाकों की बात करती हूँ तो उन इलाकों तमाम ऐसे इलाके हैं जहाँ का एयर क्वालिटी इंडेक्स 400 के पार है। तो अभी भी दिल्ली की हवा जो है वो सांस लेने लायक नहीं है। इसीलिए तमाम लोगों को इस तरह की मुश्किलें आ रही हैं। जिन लोगों को पहले से ही अस्थमा की समस्या है या जिनको पहले से ही सांस संबंधी बीमारियां हैं, उनके लिए ये मौसम और ज़्यादा परेशान करने वाला होता है। इसीलिए डॉक्टर्स लगातार बोलते हैं कि इस मौसम में सुबह और शाम के वक्त बिल्कुल भी बुजुर्ग और बच्चों को बाहर न जाने दें, क्योंकि उनके लिए ये मौसम जो है उनको बीमार कर सकता है। तो आज की अगर बात करते हैं, तापमान में भी धीरे धीरे गिरावट दर्ज की जा रही है। और आज फिलहाल अभी अगर बात करूं, न्यूनतम तापमान इधर जो चल रहा है वो लगभग 9-8 इधर के आसपास चल रहा है। आगे अगर मैं आने वाले हफ्ते की बात करूं तो मौसम जो है वो थोड़ा और ज़्यादा सर्दी इसी तरह से रहेगी और फॉग जो है वो इसी तरह से बना रह सकता है और तापमान में थोड़ी सी गिरावट की संभावना भी मौसम विभाग ने जताई है।
I'm being joined by Delhi Petrol Dealer Association President Mr. Nischal Singhania here on News 9. So we have seen that Delhi government has implemented rules for vehicle, whether it's about BS6 or PUC certificate. So how is it effective on ground zero?
So this decision came all of a sudden, and we got the notification on 17th evening. So since yesterday, we are just trying to control the things on ground. There was a huge rush at the PUC centers, and as far as the NVR cameras were concerned, they started functioning late in the day. Till that time, we were physically checking all the certificates. So it was a very tedious task for us to check all the certificates. There were some reports of law and order situation at certain petrol pumps. However, we have controlled it, and today the things have improved a bit. Lots of people have got their PUC checks done, and but still we are facing a lot of issues on the ground, and let's see how the things turn up.
We have also witnessed lots of chaos and confusion at different petrol pump. So has there been an increase in the number of PUC certificate which has been issued?
Yes, there has been an increase. So on an average, we were doing about 17,000 certificates every day. We saw an increase of 34,000 certificates on 18th, 17th, and on 18th the number went to 45,000. So definitely the awareness is there, but on ground, as checking the certificates and refusing fuel has become a very tedious task.
You had also had a meeting with the environment minister, and in that you mentioned several of your points, which he further said that he will look after that. So what were some of the major points? Could you explain a little bit about that?
So the major point is that implementing this only in Delhi won't work. See, Delhi is only a small town of 25-30 kilometers. Unless until we implement the scheme in NCR, then only a fight against pollution, can reach this conclusive goal. So our demand from the minister was that implement it in entire NCR, and we are writing to CAQM today also that implement it in entire NCR. Delhiites are victims of pollution, don't project them as culprits of pollution. So unless until it's implemented in NCR, we won't see any result on the ground level and any improvement in the pollution.
Has there been any drop in the sale since this rule has been implemented for only Delhi?
Well, on the peripheries of Delhi, on the borders, we have about 125 to 140 retail outlets. And almost all of them have seen a decline of 25 to 30% of petrol sales decline. And if the trend continues, I believe that the customers would find a way to, go to the NCR towns and fuel and avoid Delhi for fueling completely, because lots of checking are going on. So again, I'm repeating myself. My request is that it should be implemented in NCR so that our sales are also, decline can be stopped.
Do you think putting such rule at such a short notice is a good idea? I mean, I think there should be some coordinated effort as well.
Well, that's what I said, that because it was sudden rule that came into place, we had, on the ground, we are the ones who are facing the public. So it became a very tedious task to, we were taking all the brunt of the public, that many of were not aware of the rule, and we had to, put some posters and all those things. But the public is not taking it very easily. But we are trying to implement it as much as we can.